As you probably already know by now, Pokemon TCG Live was delayed until 2022. When exactly in 2022, we don't actually know, but the hope is that it will be ready for Brilliant Stars at the end of February. Some of you probably want to know my thoughts on the delay, and I definitely have a lot to say about it. I did decide to wait an extra day, so this wasn't just a knee-jerk reaction video, but I know this is still going to enter into rant territory, so bear with me. First off, the delay isn't surprising. They announced TCG Live at the end of September saying it would be out this year. Then they didn't say anything about it for 6 weeks, even though every code card inside Fusion Strike says the new game is already out. The lack of communication and transparency as we neared the official Fusion Strike launch on November 12th raised a lot of red flags, and then a week or so ago, the Pokemon Company announced that Fusion Strike would actually be coming to PTCGO. That was super weird. If your new game is launching alongside Fusion Strike and the new game is replacing the old one, why would you expend the resources and add a brand new expansion to the old game? Well, as we found out on Thursday, they added it because Pokemon TCG Live won't be out until 2022, meaning they likely knew it wouldn't be ready in time for the original planned release date, and that's why they went ahead with Fusion Strike on PTCGO. Now, to get this out of the way right away, I will say that delaying a game that isn't ready is always the best course of action. You only get one chance to launch, or I guess twice if you do a beta, but the product you let the general public finger on their phones needs to be playable, especially when it represents such a huge franchise like Pokemon. Take a look at Pokemon Unite. It launched in great shape and had a huge player base right off the bat. Pokemon TCG Live could represent the TCG online for the next decade and beyond, so making a good first impression is key. But that's where my frustration comes from. I have lost a bit of trust with them with this. With 3 months to go in the year, they announced that their brand new game would be out in beta and they'd be removing the old game once it fully launched. On top of that, you could only take 4 copies of each card with you from the old game and the rest would disappear. Additionally, you could only convert 125 unopened packs on PTCGO into crystals on TCG Live, while the rest would also disappear. As someone with a huge collection, I didn't want the cards to go to waste, so I spent weeks giving away all but 4 copies of every card. They never hinted at a delay or that anything was going wrong with development behind the scenes, so I continued going, knowing that this would be a long process and I wanted to help as many people as possible build up their own collections. Then with a week until Fusion Strike, they announced that the game is delayed and the only way to play the new set online is with PTCGO. To paraphrase what my mom said when I told her I was a furry, I'm not mad, I'm just frustrated. Getting cards from brand new sets on PTCGO isn't easy and it isn't cheap. Inflation is real, and to get 4 copies of Genesect V at launch on PTCGO, it's probably going to cost about 200 Evolving Skies packs, if not more. And that is insane. This means that all the codes I was saving for giveaways and to open on the new games to rank up on credits or to build up on credits, now I have to redeem them on PTCGO, which is a game that I know is shutting down very soon, just so I can build decks from the new set that I was preparing to play on the new game. And again, it's just super frustrating that I have to basically backtrack instead of being able to enjoy them on the new game. And as I mentioned before, it's also frustrating that the code cards inside Fusion Strike packs say you can play Pokemon TCG Live today. This year alone, potentially tens of thousands of people will open packs from the new set, they'll see the fancy new code card, and they'll search for this cool new game on the App Store. And when it isn't there, how do you think they're going to feel? Are they going to mark it down on their calendars to check back in a few months to hope that maybe it's out then? Or are they going to learn about TCG Live from the first time from these code cards, lose trust when they can't find it despite apparently the game being out now, and then never look for it again? This delay will definitely have a negative impact on the player base, at least in the beginning. And it's also worth noting that Battle Styles is featured on the new code cards, not Fusion Strike. So that suggests they had plans to launch TCG Live since the beginning of 2021. I will also say that all along, the launch timing of Pokemon TCG Live struck me as odd. A new calendar year is the start of a new block of sets and a new mechanic. Battle Styles had Rapid Strike and Sinnoh Strike cards, and Brilliant Stars in February will have V-Star Pokemon. So why not let the 2021 block finish and launch the brand new game with the brand new mechanic, and let PTCGO just go gently into the night? It really seemed like they tried to rush TCG Live to get it out for the holidays, even going so far as to change their entire code card lineup to promote something that won't actually happen until an unspecified time in 2022. And it was also strange to include Standard as the only format on TCG Live at launch, yet they would also randomly be adding Lost Thunder through Cosmic Eclipse, despite them not being playable until Expanded is eventually added at a later date. I'll stop my rant there because I feel I've said all I need to say and risk repeating myself even further. In the end, all I am is frustrated. I was looking forward to playing the new game like crazy this year, and I only got my hopes up because of the information available to me. I'll reiterate that I believe a delay is the best thing to ensure it's a playable state at beta launch, but that doesn't mean the sting is lessened.